I don't know the artist who needs to hear this, but your photography may not be in a magazine. Your painting and sculpture may not be in a gallery. And your song may not be playing on the radio. And your film may not be in the Sundance Film Festival. But guess what? It's extraordinarily brave that you're creating art in the first place. But you have to keep going. You'll find your tribe. There are people out there waiting to be inspired by the work that you create. Inspire the inspired. Hey, I know the algorithm sucks. Listen, I know that it seems like you keep on putting work out and day after day, no one seems to be kind of paying attention. It's kind of like crickets. But I'm here to tell you that this is part of the process. You having to go through that is the same as me having to go through that, is the same as anyone else having to go through that. That's kind of just the way that it goes. What really is the catalyst though is being your authentic self, being the true artist to yourself and sharing with the world your truth. Because ultimately that's what it is. Art is just an expression of your higher truth. And when you can tap into that, great things are possible. It's just that, when we get clouded by looking at social media and comparing ourselves to others, kind of looking at the other artists like, oh my God, they're getting so much more attention and likes than me, and how are they doing? What are they? Oh, I could do that. And then you want to go back and try to replicate that, and it's still not hitting. You're not getting the attention you think you deserve. Stop. The purpose of an artist is to find their authentic truth and then for them to share that truth with the world. Looking at things and being inspired is one thing, but kind of trying to copy something in order to get some internet fame is not the way. You slowly build an audience over time. You get something viral, let's say you get 1,000 followers overnight, just off some random viral post. The next post will probably be crickets. And that's just how it goes. That's the bigger picture of it. I personally would rather build one follower at a time, just loyalty and caring about the things that I care about, and building like a backbone of community around what your work is, your message, whatever it may be. It's important, brick by brick. And not overnight, because nothing's overnight, and we know that. There's no such thing as an overnight success. There's the 10-year overnight success, and that's the reality of it. The algorithm does suck, but you just kind of have to train it and how consistent you are. Consistency being key. That means you have a regular practice of your work. So that's a healthy thing too. But pop out of social media. Don't sit there staring at what the next guy is doing or gal and compare yourself, because that's just going to suck the joy right out of it. That will never end well. Sometimes I get stuck in that loop, and I realize, I become aware, and I have to back out. I can't consume a lot of media just because it's cluttering my brain. When you have too many distractions and there's too many things going on, you're constantly on your phone, you're watching all kinds of content, sometimes you just need to stop. Silence, be still. Let thoughts pass. Be in the moment with yourself. Because sometimes we can get carried away and we get so scattered that we can never kind of put something together, right? And that's the block that we have. Most cases, if you just took some time out, maybe less screen time, try to do some meditation, low key, even if it's just light work, it really has helped me kind of focused on what my voice is as an artist and the kind of the direction that I want to go in. And the beautiful thing about it is there's no finish line. We're working toward progress, and the finish line is not there. It's the journey. And if you love what you're doing, it's a beautiful thing. I feel very fortunate to be an artist. I feel very fortunate to feel inspired. I'm grateful for it every day. I recommend maybe being grateful too, because if you're grateful for the things that you have, and then even if you become grateful for the things you don't have yet, but that you're working toward, you're going to get those things. So when you keep going and you're evolving in your craft, maybe you make mistakes or maybe something doesn't hit. That's okay. It's not failing. It's evolving. It's changing. It's making these micro adjustments. And at the same time, you're growing as an artist and as a person, and your truth is radiating from you and everything that you create. And I feel like it's very important that people have their individual voices, and especially as artists, but as individual humans as well. Thanks for tuning in to Art and Misery. If you're an artist that has experience with getting over being blocked, or even how you deal with the madness of social media, please comment down below. Let's connect. I'd love to get a fresh perspective, and I know it could help a lot of other people. And who knows, perhaps it can be in a future episode. But please like, subscribe, and share with your artist friend who you think needs to see this. Know your worth and protect your peace. Keep growing. You got this.